Nigel, the curtain comes down on this season following your biggest home win of the campaign. What a way to go out.
Oh, definitely. The last 4 days to win the 2 games, score 7 goals, clean sheet today. I think we've been a bit fortunate in the last couple of games in terms of the opposition. We've probably had more luck in the last 2 games than we had in the previous 20. Breaks, the poor finishing. We had good defending as well, good saves. But the opposition, of course, there's plenty of problems, as most have done in League One this season.
3 goals from 3 separate scorers.
Yeah, lovely. Said to the lads at half time, 2 proper goals, proper football goals. A rebound, Stephen McLaughlin a few yards out. If you don't go in for them, they're your bread and butter goals, and even for fullbacks like him. And then a tap in the 6-yard box too. You can't always score from 25 yards in the top corner and stuff like that. I like those sorts of goals, 2 proper goals.
Jordan Rhodes might have had one with the last kick of the game as well, just clipped the post.
Yeah, very close. With our angle, we thought it was in, just a couple of inches, that's all. But it was lovely to see Ben Waine get on the score sheet. We feel so much for him that he hasn't had the opportunities that maybe he should have had. He's done nothing wrong. We just had a chance to bring Jordan Rhodes and Dom Dwyer in. We needed the experience because of the run we were in. If we were halfway up the league or something like that, or in a better run, he would have played more. But his attitude has been absolutely fantastic all season.
And like on Wednesday against Peterborough, the players seem to play with real confidence and assurance.
Yeah, I thought we knocked it around well at times today. A little bit tired when you play the Wednesday, Saturday as opposed to the Tuesday, Saturday. Even the 24 hours makes a difference. Said to Reedy, he said he felt tired in the second half, and just with that 24 hours less recovery, and especially with the warm weather as well at the end of the season. But I thought we played well enough, and we created plenty of situations and chances ourselves. It was lovely to see Caelan make the goal, the second goal. He's gone right along the byline. It's something that we don't just cross it straight away. If you get past the lad, keep going. If he brings you down, you get a penalty. If not, put it on a plate for somebody. So he was very good today.
He's been so very useful, hasn't he, Caelan Vickers, since joining on loan from Brighton. Yep. Is he somebody you will look to get in your squad next season? Yeah, maybe.
We're going to have he's one that we're going to have a chat about. He might have bigger aspirations in terms of what Brighton want to do with him. I'm not quite sure, but I think every player's contributed. They've had to. We've used more players than we would have liked to, because when you lose people for the season, at such an early stage, like Lee Gregory, like Rhys Oates, like Fraser Blake Tracy, and a few others have been out, then you have to bolster your numbers. And every single player, I think, has contributed. Ben Wayne's got us that goal today, but he got us the goal at Crawley. Jordan Rhodes got us the goal at Stevenage. Dom Dwyer's got us a few. Scott Flinders has come in and kept the clean sheet today. Every single player that we've got in the squad has contributed.
Yeah, you spoke about Scott Flinders there. You had Owen Mason in goal on Wednesday, Scott Flinders today, Christy Pym just being rested, as it were.
No, he was ill. He was ill today, so we were thinking about keeping Owen in, but then we were going to start with Christy, and then he called in ill, so no problem with Scott playing. And he was very good today, Scott Flinders.
What a special day for the veteran midfielder Stephen Quinn. He led out the team as captain on his final appearance for the club after 4.5 wonderful years.
He's been brilliant, and I think every supporter has appreciated watching him in that time. He's just a credit to everything, really. Football, his desire remains. I wish he was 2 or 3 years younger, I really do, and we'd just be keeping him and using him again next season. But I think at 39, you saw little times where you saw his quality out there, but also times where you need a little bit more legs. So he probably knows the time. He might keep playing somewhere, I'm not sure. But he's been absolutely magnificent, honestly. And hopefully he'll remember this, and it's a fitting end to his career here to lead us out and get a victory as well. He's a dream in training, he drives training. I just hope he stays, whatever he does, he stays in football somewhere, because we need people like him.
Does he epitomise that phrase, model professional?
Oh, without a doubt. And he gets booked for dissent sometimes, and he's never learnt that in 20 odd years, but that's just the way he is. His feisty, fiery nature and his competitiveness. We've had him a couple of years at Burton and now 4 years here. Absolute brilliant to work with.
And in the twilight of this game, you handed a league debut to Ronnie Kokinos, and you also brought on Taylor Anderson.
Yeah, we always say to Coops, is there a couple of young lads who deserves to go on the bench today, and he said those two, so we'll get them on if we can. So they got 5 or 10 minutes at the end, brilliant for them as well. Just delighted with sending everybody home with a smile on their face. If we'd have lost the last 2 games, or Birmingham included the last 3, when we just stayed up or something, everyone would have been a little bit whatever. And I think the last 2 results give everyone a a good deal of optimism going into the summer. We're going to change some players, going to bring some fresh players in, and we can't wait for next season now.
The season is now over. Stags are over the finishing line. 46 league games have now been played. Mansfield Town finish in 17th position in Sky Bet League One, 8 points clear of the drop zone. What's your final analysis?
Oh, never in danger, was it? Well, we're sweating for 2 months that we don't want to be doing in the future. So I hope we can improve enough so we just want to get better next season. But make no mistake, this is a bigger achievement than getting promoted. The quality of League One this season, and you see the two teams that have gone up automatically, those in the playoffs, the quality of the league and the quality of the teams that have gone down. Bigger achievement than getting promoted.
How do you look ahead to next season now? It's a long way off, but it'll surely come round within the blink of an eye.
Yeah, goes mad in May, extremely busy with contracts, players and everything. We've already started our recruitment process, contacting players, agents and so on. We've identified our top targets. We've actually got a bid in as we speak yesterday for a player. So we just want to improve, get some better players in. Obviously there'll be a turnover this year of players, but I think that's the right time to do it.
How quickly might new players come in, therefore?
As soon as we can. We would hope to get a few done before the end of the month, certainly. So we've got them in, and then we look forward to try and get as many as we can starting pre-season, the end of June.
And is your own deal set to be tied up soon?
Yeah, that's not a major issue. We'll get round to that. It's just literally having the time and everything. You know, we've had 3 games in the last 6 days. You know, Sunday, Wednesday, and had a great chat with the chairman this week over a number of issues, and we're going to improve the facilities at RH. They're the most important things because they'll be there 15, 20 years, and the top whatever, or 100 players in the club will benefit from it. You know, new gym and everything. You know, from the 14s and 15s up, we've got about 100 players. So everybody will benefit from that from years to come. That's the most important thing. We just got to keep moving forward as a club. You see the stand, the work going on behind us there. That's will be an improvement for next season. Just keep moving forward.
Sounds like you believe the club's in a good place.
I think we are. I think it's a good time to be a Stags fan. You know, we've competed with the best in League One for the first time in 20 years. Stayed up for the first time in 35. Why not? Let's be happy about it. I think we should be celebrating the fact. And we will be tonight.
Will you?
Definitely. It's been a long, hard season, very, very tough, emotional season, especially with the events of the last, couple of weeks as well, securing our status, survival, and with what happened with Lucas and everything. Very emotional season for a lot of the players as well. Lost games, far too many games, and we were so unlucky in a lot of them. If we'd have had the breaks we've had in the last 2, we wouldn't have been sweating on our position.
Well, you've done the job you set out to do at the start of the season. Congratulations.
Thanks. Everybody should be proud. Everybody at the club everybody's contributed.
Thank you, Nigel.
Thank you.